Good afternoon. Today is officially day 2 of the lockdown. We can actually say that. Yeah, sounds quite daunting, right? It is the Wednesday, the 25th of March. Thank you for joining me. We're going to get stuck straight in today with our warm-up. Now, again, this class is normally the class that I have for Maggie's Cancer Care Center in Aberdeen. So we keep things pretty much to a fairly straightforward, calm level as much as possible. Hi, Lane. Hi, Russ. Good to see you. Russ, it's early for you. I know it is. Are you still in your pajamas? So what we're going to do is we'll go through it again. What I would really like for you to do is just to make sure that you keep everything at a pace that is going to be comfortable and work for you. At some points, I can show you some stuff from a seated position if you find that helpful, but please let me know. This is the only way that I have of interacting with you is if you write stuff in the comments. But we did. Hey, good morning. Good afternoon from us. Good morning to you. Yeah, we ran over a little bit on Monday morning with the timing. So I do want us to get stuck straight in so that we can get as much done as possible. I know that some of you are still sort of feeding in to join me, but you know, we're going to go, no, comfy pants. Yeah, they're as good as pajama bottoms, really, though, aren't they? Awesome. All right. Give yourself some space. Plenty of space all around. Hey, Bill, you managed to join us. Great. Thank you. Feet together. So we'll start with a breathing exercise. 2 hands pushing the sky. Nice deep breaths. Breathing in. And breathing out. Stretch. Breathe in. And relax, breathing out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And relax. All right, very nice. I do want to say hi to Tammy, hi to Alison. Glad you can join us as well. Kathleen, hi, great. And a special shout out, Elaine, great to have you here. Special shout out to your mum right now. Feet apart. We're going to circle through the shoulders. So again, take your time with this one. Easing through the shoulders. So what we want is this rotation with the arms out, relax, Again, feel the movement with the collarbones, the movement between the shoulder blades. And slowly we're going to allow the movement to get bigger into the body. Rolling. And feel the movement through the rib cage as well as with the shoulders. And as we move, we're going to sink with the legs and back up again. Good. We'll go in the other direction. So again, we just start with the shoulders. Get this rotation with the arms around so that again you feel the movement with the collarbone. Feel the movement at the top of the shoulders, between the shoulder blades. And we begin to make the movement bigger. And roll, sinking. Keep breathing, nice deep breaths. Good. And again, feel the movement through the rib cage, through the whole of the torso. Nice and gentle and supple. Now I've just noticed that the King is watching. Hi James, good that you can join us too. Thank you very much. Now the thing about the movement, and I've said this before and I want to reiterate this, is that when you do any stretching, you need to ease into it. Again, it's like having plasticine that is maybe just that, it's, if you've left the lid off plasticine for too long, you don't then want to it breaks very easily if you force it too much. So what you need to do is gently, softly become more and more pliable. And that's how we want to move the body. It's soft. Allow it to be soft and pliable. So our next exercise is balancing of plates, a plate on each hand. I'll face this way. You can follow me. We're going to start with the right hand behind the back. When we come out and do a big circle around. And again, remember the body wants to be soft. Keep breathing. If you do this movement and find that at any point you're holding your breath, then you're not doing it right. We want to be really just easy with it. Okay, then we're going to go in the other direction. Forward, out, and around. Again, smooth. Holding onto your plates the whole while, if you can. One more. Okay, let's do this with two hands at the same time. So we bring them around and we come back. And again, nice and soft and easy with the body. Even when we're coming back, hopefully we're still breathing. Soft and supple through the torso, through the rib cage, all the way through the shoulders. Coming the other way. forward and out. Okay, all right, very nice, very good. So we're going to have a little wiggle of the fingers. We've got some more people joining us today. Jean, hi, how are you doing? Marty and Tam. Tam, how are you? Haven't seen you for a while. Let's bring our fingers together. So let's again relax through the body, everything nice and soft and supple. We're going to start by a very easy twiddling of the thumbs. Just thinking about all of this self-isolation, plenty of time for twiddling thumbs. But let's then twiddle in the other direction. So really then there should be no excuse for not practicing this one. Hey Nils, good to see you. I was going to give you a shout out later on. Nils Klug is our dear friend from Hanover in Germany, and Nils has been posting some, sorry, we're carrying on with this at the same time. Let's go with the index fingers. Nils has been posting some fantastic videos up on his YouTube channel, Taiji Forum. Nils, if you're still there, can you maybe even put in there some links or what the proper, yeah, push hands meeting, Hanover, there we go, hi. Let's go in the other direction with the fingers. So loads and loads of information, videos that you can follow. I'll put up some links later on in this feed, okay? Fantastic. Let's put these ones together. Hopefully we're not too distracted now by our fingers. Again, nice and relaxed. We twiddle in one direction. Let's go in the other direction. And it's just always really interesting to see which way dominates, or which fingers dominate, which direction dominates. We'll bring these ones together. If we move with the ring fingers, try to keep yourself relaxed. Try not to get too cross at your fingers if they're not doing what you're trying to tell them to do. Let's go in the other direction. So again, we're relaxed, we're soft. Okay, very good. Let's go to the little fingers. Again, nice and soft and light. And we'll go in the other direction. Hey, great. Thank you very much. We've got a link in the comments here, taijiforum.com. Qigong beginners. I think that some of that's me, isn't it? I'm sure we've got some other people in there as well. Thank you very much. All right. That's enough with these fingers. I think they've been working hard enough. We are going to now translate that movement into the body. So from here, rolling through the fingers, we start with the little finger and we come in one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the fingers and the thumbs connect up. We bend at the wrist, we bend at the elbows. We come into the body and we sink all the way down. Feel the feet on the floor and we stretch. Then we release 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nice and relaxed. Okay, let's go again, same thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come in, rolling in, sinking down. Stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nice and soft. Okay, once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, down. all the way to the feet, all the way to the ground, and stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Soft, relaxed. Feel that all the way through. All right, very nice. Roberta from Venice. Hi, I'm glad you're here. Glad you can join us. I hope you're all keeping well out there. Let's have a look now at our toes. So we've had a wiggle through our fingers. We're going to take the left foot, first of all. It just keeps us all doing the same thing. I like to do mirror image. We're going to push the toes back. So we're pushing the toes back all the way around, one toe at a time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And then we try and stretch coming back the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back. Okay, let's move up to the ankle. So we're just softening through the ankle. For those of you that are feeling a little bit braver, as I said before, this is the class that I normally do for my Maggie's students, Maggie's Cancer Care Center, which has, given this time, closed for all of the group sessions. So we can do these things on the floor, holding on to something to stabilize ourselves. But at the same time, we can also come up and have a wiggle through the ankle this way, if we're feeling brave enough. Then from here, what we would do is we would come up to the knee. And again, everything is soft. If that's a bit too much, we can keep this to the floor and just come around with the knee. But the important thing is to keep the focus on softening, loosening, everything nice and pliable. Then from here, we'll come up to the hip. Now, bear in mind, when we do this, one side is stable. I'm not moving both hips at once. One side is stable, the other one moves forward and out. Okay, soft and open. Nels has got loads of stuff now in the comments. Great, thank you very much. So if you're interested in more information, follow the comments. Loads of stuff, really great information and videos. So there you go. All right, from here, we can continue like this with the hip, or we can come up and out. Again, if you've got something to hold on to, if you want to, all the better. Catherine, hi. Great to see you. I've got a slightly colour coordinated top on again today, but hopefully we'll be able to work with that, see some more detail on smaller screens. Let's have a good wiggle and jiggle. Come to the other side. And David, how you doing up there in the far north? All right, sinking the weight. Let's move through these toes again, one by one. Pay attention to your toes. Feel what's going on. Let your weight just sink down, nice and open through the body. Suzanne from Hanover as well. Hi. Feel the stretch in the foot. Okay, very nice. So again, now we move up to the ankles, soft and loose. Again, if you want to, we can come up nice and soft through the ankle this way. Come up to the knee. But it doesn't matter which way you do it. Of course, if you are standing on one leg, it's a little bit more challenging. Maybe you can do a slightly bigger loosening circle, but it doesn't matter. Doing it this way works just as well. Then we come up to the hip, again making sure that again our weight is soft and sunk down, and the other side is a nice big circle. And then again we can either stick with this here, or we can come up and out. Okay, good. Again, wiggles, jiggles, very nice. All right, now again, this is the point in the class whereby I generally do a little bit of just an internal focus exercise. We will be standing for a couple of minutes, but again, as always, if anyone wants to sit down, that's perfectly fine. Just keep your structure, your alignment in check. So if we're standing, we have the feet underneath the hip joints. Now I want you to take your time with this exercise. This is the time where we can really start to calm our mind down. If we have a lot of stuff going on, bringing your awareness to your body helps everything just to soothe. All these connections are made within the body, and things can really start to come back into balance. Nice harmony. And what we do to begin with to help bring our mind back down again is to feel the feet on the floor. Feel the pressure of the foot against the floor and try to make that pressure equal all the way around both feet to every point of contact. If you're standing, feel the alignment of the pelvis over the feet. So what we do is we lift tall with the head, and the head naturally ascends. We're not pushing, it's just lifting like a helium balloon. And from there we allow the rest of the body to hang beneath. And the pelvis is like the weight hanging down. Now we want to bring our awareness low into our bellies. If you want to close the eyes during this, it's absolutely fine. I can talk you through it. If you want to place the hands low on the belly, below the navel, it's also fine. Sometimes that helps just to give your mind a focus. And we're going to breathe deep into the belly. As you inhale, follow the breath. Feel the breath as it enters, moving down, and allow the diaphragm to draw the breath down, and the breath filling the belly. As you breathe out, just allow the belly to soften, the diaphragm to relax. Follow the breath as it leaves. And feeling the breath through the whole body. As you inhale, breathing low into the belly, feel the whole body expanding, opening, releasing any tensions. And as you breathe out, feel the space. Allow the body to settle into those open spaces. Again, feel the feet on the floor. As you release tension in the body, the mass of the body is allowed to just sink through your structure. Feel the pressure equally placed between the two hips. Again, feeling the feet on the floor. And as you breathe, soften through the feet, expanding, opening through the lengths of the toes all the way to the ankles. Feeling the space through the knees. And again, feel the mass of the pelvis hanging down. Soften the muscles of the lower back, soften through the hips. And as the pelvis hangs down, when we soften through the back, feel an opening through the whole length of the spine. The softness through the tail and sacrum. Soft and open through the small of the back. Space between the shoulder blades. The softness around the C7, the big bone at the base of the neck. Gently opening, expanding through the shoulders. Softness through the collarbones. Soft through the elbows, all the way down to the wrists, the palms. Open through the fingers and the thumbs. Again, lifting tall with the head. Allow the rest of the body to naturally hang beneath. And feel a natural alignment through the neck. Softening through the length of the neck. Soft at the base of the skull. And again, soft around the C7. Again, that big bone at the base of the neck. Easing any tension through the face. Soft through the jaw. Open and light across the brow. And a softness behind the eyes. Extending long through the spine. Lifting between the shoulder blades. Long through the neck, tall through the top of the crown. Sinking down through the lower back. Sinking down through the tail. And again, breathing deep breaths into the belly. Let's open the eyes. Again, to bring the hands together, clasping the hands. We'll raise the hands overhead, just rotating through the shoulders. Turn the palms up. Breathing in, we'll push up with the hands, push down with the feet. Breathing out, relax. And we'll twist to your left, coiling from the ground up. Let's come back, find your center line, twisting the other way. And we'll come back. We're going to lift and reach, stretching across, and again we relax, letting go. Breathe. If that's a bit much, we can relax. We can even let go. Let's come back. Other side, lift and reach, stretch. And again, letting go. All right, let's come back. And relax. Take your time. Very good. Okay, let's give ourselves a little bit of space again. Gently, we're going to come around. Now, I have to say that unfortunately my monitor in front of me has stopped working, so I can't see your comments at the moment. Hopefully that'll come back on again soon. Let's come out on the heel. It was really cool on Monday. Lots of you in the class on Monday put in the comments where it was you were watching from, and that was really nice to see. So please tell me where you're watching from, because it's nice. It's a nice big community we've got going. Let's come in on the toe. You can gently tap against the body. You don't need to thump. All right, and last one, we're going to warm up the hands. We're going to warm up the kidneys. Now, I might have said this before, the kidneys are really important when it comes to the health of your lungs. So keeping the kidneys warmed up, mobile, nice and soft. It's really good. Okay, with the hands on the back or on the hips, we're going to come around through the middle. Take your time. And again, no excessive pushing. Just easy does it. Okay, we're going to go in the other direction. All of this helps the connection and relationship between the upper and lower parts of the body. So we have this movement and this harmony, if you like, between the two. The pressures of the thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity are in balance with each other. We don't have tightness of breath up here. We can sink everything down, and again, mobile, supple, it's all good. All right, okay, wiggles and jiggles, very nice. Yeah, I think my own monitor, I think that the sort of casting thing has just turned itself off for the time being, but we're going to take a little break just now anyway. Grab yourself some water. I'm going to grab mine, it's just over there, so go do that. Keep yourself hydrated. Also, big shout out to Lynn, I know you're watching, and to Dorothy. Dorothy, thank you for joining us as well. That's really fantastic. Right, so no time to delay. Let's put our cups down and carry on. So, we will run through, first of all, what we have looked at already is movements 1, 2, and 3 from the Bathing Yingxiang Gong system for the respiratory system, the Yiqi Yangfei Gong, for those of you that can maybe remember that name. Let's run through those 3 movements again together before we look at movement number 4, all right? So, movement number 1, we have our feet together. We have these knuckles. If you remember with this, it's difficult to see what's going on when your hands are in front of your face. But yeah, give it a go anyway. Hopefully some of you have been through this from the start. So we bring the knuckles to these points. Now these points are the Yingxiang points. This move is actually called dry bathing Yingxiang. So we're here, we're at the end of the large intestine channel. So we breathe in as we come up, we breathe out as we come down. We do this 4 times. So the second time, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, and then the 4th time, breathing in, breathing out. When you breathe out, try and breathe out fairly forcibly. You may need some tissues around you, ones that are disposable, of course, that you can put straight into the bin and wash your hands afterwards. From here, we then turn the head from side to side, and this is then where we are pinching one nostril. This is really to help clear the sinuses. So we turn to the left, first of all, breathing in. We pinch the left nostril. Breathing out, we breathe out through both nostrils. Breathing in, we pinch the right, so we're breathing in through the left nostril now. When we breathe out, we breathe out through both. And again, breathe in. Breathing out through both. Breathing in. And breathing it out through both. Good. From there, we come to our second movement. Second movement is the single hand supporting skies. We have this round position and we come back. Remember to lift the front toes up. We then point the toes, bring ourselves to the middle and we stretch. One hand pushing up, one hand pushing down. Then we relax and we release everything nice and soft before everything comes back in again. So the breathing pattern we follow is we breathe in as we come up and back. Breathe out as we stretch. Breathe in. Breathing out. And again, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, from here we have the stepping from side to side. This is turning the head to look at the moon. Now, when we do this, I'm going to step back a little bit so I can, you can still see me. But what I want to do is just go over this hand position again. So from here, the hands come down and we come out. So I'm going to move a little closer so you can see the hands first of all. From here, again, down and we come out and over. So if you were moving to your left hand comes to the inside first of all. And you have the wrists against each other, okay? So what happens from here is you fold 3 fingers in. I don't know if you can see that there. We fold 3 fingers in and then we turn to push the edge of the wrist onto the edge of the other wrist. And there is a slight push with that, okay? So here. Then I turn my head when I do that. Then from there we just relax and it comes down. So if we have a look at that on the other side, it'd be the same sweep to come around. If I was to step to my right arm comes to the inside. This right hand on the inside, again, the 3 fingers fold in and we push one wrist against the other. And then it comes out and we relax down. Okay, so I shall do this back here. We're going to do all these movements together in a nice little pattern at the end of the class today. But if we start and have a look at this one, again, trying to get the movements accurate. To your left, we come out and around. So again, the inside arm is the one that does the push. And I look to the direction that I've just stepped. Then I come back and in. Nice and smooth. Same to the other side. And I breathe. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, all right. 1, 2, and 3. So looking at number 4. Now, number 4, 4 and 5 in this routine, with a lot of these Yiqi Yangfei Gong routines, it's the middle movements, the set of 8, these middle movements really work the hardest in the body. Okay, we've sort of warmed up to it. We're going to take it easy today. The next move that we do is particularly strenuous, so we're going to take our time with all of this and build up on it gradually. Now, this one's not too bad, actually, but we're really starting to work at trying to clear the lungs. Now, the lungs don't work on their own. We've already been doing movements with our feet to work particularly through the kidney channels and the spleen channels as well. And these are the organs that help support the respiratory system also. If anyone wants to, I've never got enough time to go through all of the details with that, but those are the things that you would want to look up if you want to look more in depth in that. So there will be some leg movement going on with this to help support the supporting organs, if you like. But if we look at the upper body on its own, first of all, now we have this really interesting position whereby with the hands, we again curl 3 fingers in, and we're going to take the thumb and the index finger and bring them together. And we have the end of the large intestine channel, the lung channel here. The end of the lung channel is the start of the large intestine channel on the lower outer corner of the index finger, and that wants to meet the lower outer corner of the thumbnail like this. Now, this is a tricky position to get to. What you want to do is kind of make this cross shape. The other 3 fingers tucked in, don't let them stray out. And then we sort of roll and pinch these together. Like I said, it's not easy. It's not straightforward. For the most part, the more you do it, the more familiar it gets. It's trying to work the hand whilst you're doing a full move and find these points is the hardest thing. But if you can come into these cross positions, the pinching is only done just before we release. So what we're going to do, like I said, is look at just the upper parts of the body with this. First of all, I'm going to try and keep relatively close to you, so hopefully you can see what's going on. So the hands start at the sides, and we roll the hands into the body. And as we roll in, we roll 3 fingers in, then we make these crosses with the thumb and the index finger. And so you've got little circles here which run up. These are the points that run up the body till all of these joints are pinching in. okay? From here, and we have contact with the body, from here, that's then when we want to press the thumb and index finger together. We pinch. If you feel you're not quite getting the points, don't worry about it. You'll be close enough if we're here, okay? Open up the hands, and then with the hands facing each other, we come down. This is called smooth ferrying of a light boat. So it's not a hard push, okay? It's like you're wading in the water, pushing a little rowing boat gently into the current, all right? So we come down, we collect these fingers together, we come up. So we breathe in as we come up and we pinch. We breathe out as we come down. So like I said, finding these points here in time for coming back up again is the bit that often needs most practice in the beginning, just to get familiar with this. But the shoulders are soft, everything is nice and light. We breathe in, pinch, we breathe out. Okay, so I'm going to come back, a little bit more space, all right? So when we do this movement, actually, in fact, we will be doing it breathing in, and we'll be moving from side then to the other side. So we need to move our legs. Now, how we move our legs is quite important so that we get the stretch through all of the joints again and through the channels that we want to be working on. What we do first of all is we're going to take a step diagonally forward to your left. If we sink the weight down on the right leg, nicely sitting up, push the ankle forward of your left foot. We have this rolling through the ankle and coming down on the heel. The body is nice and stable. And then we move forward, okay? Every time the body comes back, we're facing the front again. Every time we go off, forward, we go to the angle. All right, coming back, coming forward. Make sure the pelvis stays underneath you so we're not coming through the hip. Back and forwards. Once we've gone forward a few times, 3 times, we come in, we come up, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Sink, push through the ankle, roll and step, and then we come forward and back. Pull the front toes back. Forward and back. Again, just nice and smooth. Allow the pelvis to support the upper body. That might have been 3 already. I'm going to do another one. All right, sink the weight. We come in, we come up. So we've got to put the arms with the legs. From here. The hands come up through the body. So here, we point the toes, we roll through the ankle, then we come forward. Okay, every time we come back, we're rolling back and coming up, breathing in as we come back, breathing out as we come forward. Breathe in, breathe out. So after 3 times forward, we breathe in, wait till the hands have come up. Feet together, breathe out. Same to the other side. Breathe in, step, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, so we come with feet together, and we breathe out. Okay, so hopefully you can feel it's almost as though we're kind of clearing out the lungs when we do this, and a nice rhythmic, and the rolling should really help as well, this movement through the torso. I just want to demonstrate this for a moment. When you move backwards and forwards, this whole area should move as well. If you keep the pelvis dropped down, then there is movement here. We've got movement to keep the diaphragm supple. And we've got the kidneys working as well. We've got this mobility around the kidneys, okay? If we don't move this area, we end up with stiff hips, no movement, there's not much going on. Okay, the other way is if what I see a lot is people really lunging with it. That's not helpful at all. So we're going to do this movement again. Time is beginning to run out. I'd like to go through the 4 movements together. So with your feet together, arms at the sides with the counting. Yi, we breathe in, step, R. We breathe out. Then move back a little bit. Th. Wo. Liao. Qi. Feet together. Ba. Other side. R. Breathe in, R, breathe out. Then, Th, Wo, Liao, Qi, feet together, Ba, okay? So technically speaking, when we do this in the routine, we do it actually to 4 counts of 8. So it'll be twice on each side. What we're going to do, like I said, before we finish up today, is we're going to run through the 4 exercises together. If you have any questions whatsoever you want to ask, put them in the comments underneath and I'll come back to you. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to come back a little bit more space so I can move around. We start with feet together, palms on bellies, some nice deep breaths. Let's relax. Again, feel the feet on the floor. You relax. Yiqi Yangfei Gong. 现在开始 Dry bathing Yingxiang points. Yi, breathe in. R, breathe out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Single hand supporting the sky. Yi, breathe in. R, breathe out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, breathe in. R, breathe out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 8 turning the head to look at the moon. 1 breathe in. 2 breathe out. 3 4 5 6 7 8 2 breathe in. 2 breathe out. 3 4 5 6 7 8 smooth ferrying. 1 breathe in. 2 breathe out. 3 4 5 6 7 8 2 breathe in. 2 breathe out. 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. I'm going to finish here today. We'll bring the palms back to the belly. Feel the feet on the floor. Nice deep breaths. Thank you very much again for joining me today. I think I've said enough, really. So I'll be back on Monday. There'll be some bits and pieces going on, and stay tuned. Hopefully you'll get some notifications if you've clicked all the right stuff. I don't really know how it works. But there we go. We have our bow. Take hold of your left thumb. Wrap the other hand around. Thank you very much. Stay well, guys. Thank you.
Tai Chi your life, do do do. Tai Chi your life.